What's going on, guys? Today we're doing this is probably going to be like a 2 or 3 parter, honestly, because this is a long ass article and it's about Chris and health because Chris Chan is the peak of physical fitness and health. I'm not to say that I'm any healthier. I'm not really that much healthy, but I could safely say I'm in much better health than Chris, and I think all of you can say the same thing. But there's a note. Health disclosure. This article contains an in-depth discussion of Chris's physical and or mental health. This page is not to be construed as a substitute for medical advice or a professional diagnosis. All diagnoses are either taken from outside documentation or based on amateur analysis. So at least we got that out of the way. So the people in charge of the quickie aren't really trying to make any like legit analysis. They're just trying to give their own opinions on things. So here's Chris's ironic advice for Ivan Drago. Eat less cow meat. Grilled chicken is healthier. Vegetables and fruit are a must. Walking or jogging is great exercise daily. Standing helps too. Play some Guitar Hero on guitar. You have to stand while playing and move for a bit of fun and movement. Okay. And that right there is a rather optimistic depiction of Chris in later life. Illustrated, but this is prior to his Tom Girl makeover and all that bullshit. Chris, as even those with a cursory knowledge of medicine can plainly see, is not in good health. Considering his obesity, lack of exercise, poor nutrition, refusal to bathe, and the grave uncleanliness of his surroundings, he is an extremely high chance of developing potentially life-threatening medical problems such as cancer, type 2 diabetes, heart failure, atherosclerosis, and possibly premature death. Honestly, how he is still alive is a shock to me, but, diet and nutrition. Okay, there's a full article about this, so I'll probably read that another time. But what it says right now is, to put it bluntly, Chris is a fatty, yet he denies it, and his food makes him shit himself. Chris has a notoriously poor diet, which partially contributes to many of his health problems. And his resulting health problem is obesity. I'll cover the Chris nutrition thing another time. Exercise. Quickest and best around. I don't want to play that just in case there's any copyrighted music or any of that bullshit. While my body is strong and powerful, I am able to run fast without losing breath, 10 seconds in sonic running speed. I remember this one, though. This is when Chris was lifting up those containers of iced tea, like with those boxes with the cans inside, and he's trying to make it look like they're dumbbells, but he can't lift. So it looks like shit, and he thinks it's heavier than it actually is. Chris has not had any regular exercise since leaving high school, and a lack of physical activity has contributed to his already ballooning shape. Since he barely leaves his house and focuses his time on playing video games, his lack of exposure to the sunlight has left his skin a frighteningly pallor. That strikingly contrast, I would assume that means pale color, and I've never heard that before. That starkly contrasts to the dark background of his room while making videos. Also, most fat people have strong, stocky legs due to carrying around all that weight, but since Chris very rarely performs any task more physically demanding than standing up, his muscles have withered away, leaving a body made almost entirely out of fat, as evidenced by his incredibly thin and weak arms that are incapable of breaking wind sticks and barely capable of tearing cardboard. Those are the two pictures that he tried to send to, I think, Clyde Cash? Or was this to try and impress Casey or to scare Liquid Chris? I don't remember exactly, but I remember these. He was trying to he was humming that one song that goes da 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 da, and it's he was trying to make himself look strong, but he just really looked weird. When questioned about exercise, he regarded standing up and playing Guitar Hero as exercise. That's not exercise, but okay. Needless to say, Chris is clearly delusional. In Chris's parappa the Rapper contest entry, where he foolishly chose to dance, he seemed to get tired very easily from dancing for near 30 seconds and even stopped recording to take a break, evidenced by the abrupt change of position. While attending Fridays After 5 for a while, he danced in public like a stroke victim and sat down to rest and play some video games outdoors. Despite this, in Welcome to Bollywood, he is capable of performing and dancing in place for over 7 minutes. Whether or not he did this with the magic of jump cuts remains to be seen. I feel like it'd be more obvious with Chris if there were jump cuts, but who knows? During the later stages of his infatuation with Casey, many of Chris's videos showed a growing obsession with his own physical power. Chris apparently believes himself to be a nigh unstoppable testament to human might, and has made several videos dedicated to flexing and feats of strength, performing Herculean tasks such as lifting boxes of Minute Maid lemonade and almost doing fake push-ups. He appears to believe that he could have defeated both his rivals, Greg Mays and Liquid Chris, should it have come to blows, and as such has challenged him to fisticuffs multiple times. Of course, Chris is once again completely delusional about his own abilities. The push-ups and curls he had struggled to do on camera only serve to demonstrate exactly how hopelessly out of shape he is. He's so fat and his muscles are so small that it is never clear whether he's actually flexing, and his fighting moves he's shown us are laughably incompetent. Were Chris to get his wish and physically confront Gregor Liquid, he would definitely have his ass handed to him. And for the record, for those who don't know, Greg Mays is Clyde Cash. I prefer to call him Clyde Cash. Like, I don't know, Greg Mays I don't know. I just prefer Clyde Cash because it's more recognizable than Greg Mays. In the father call and subsequent Casey and Liquid call, Chris made various claims about having taken up jogging. At one point, he claimed to jog 5 miles, 8 kilometers a day, but it didn't take long for Casey and his father to call him out on the obvious lie. The truth is clearly shown in Sonichu's Edge, where Chris runs for only a fraction of a mile and then has to take 6 breaks to catch his breath, whereas a person in decent health would take a few seconds to jog the same distance without having to stop as often as Chris did. Chris's lack of muscle tone may stem from hypotonia, lack of muscle tone, which can occur in people on the autism spectrum, although it is clear that his poor lifestyle has only exasperated this. The idea, guys, we're here. Chris was brainwashed into believing that he would need to begin exercising regularly in the spring of 2018 for him to be in shape while in Quickville. Okay, anytime fitness. The idea guys coerced Chris into getting a membership at the Anytime Fitness gym. In April 2018, Chris uploaded 100, a video of him working out in his bedroom with actual dumbbells of 20 pounds each instead of lemonade boxes. He followed up by taking a selfie at the Anytime gym of him on a treadmill, sped walking 4 miles per hour for 2 hours. A couple of weeks after the treadmill update, Chris was cocky enough about his new lifestyle change to use a put down of telling other people they could stand to go to the gym to lose weight. You are now blocked. Before continuing to insult me whenever possible, you should consider going to the gym yourself, as I feel you could stand to lose some weight. That's honestly like telling someone to lose some weight. I am in no position to tell people how they look physically. So Chris doing that just is an extra dose of annoying. On the 7th of May, Chris lamented the fact that Weens have been calling up the gym to harass management about him. You jerks and trolls ruin everything. I can't even go to the gym without you harassing the gym that I go to. Later, Emily shared information that Chris had been banned. Chris was legitimately getting complaints from fellow gym goers regarding being gassy and burping a whole lot. That's gross. So he already had a strike against him for that. Then couple that with people calling them inevitably got him banned. In the Coppets interview, I don't know what that is, Chris claimed that he'd only been banned from the Ruckersville location and is still regularly going to another undisclosed location in the Sarsville area. Knowing Chris, however, that is likely a lie, as he is most likely stopped going altogether since the idea guys were removed from power. If he did actually continue to go to the gym, it would be unlikely that he would resist keeping it a secret for very long. Walking for exercise. Yes, the nature today is beautiful. It was great temperature for a 4+ mile walk up the Monticello Trail. Smiley face, lightning zap, blue heart, lightning zap. The exercise habit from the idea guy stuck with Chris temporarily as he continued to go on walks, as seen in walking to the post office and him mentioning he goes on nature walks with his support group. In December of 2018, he purchased a treadmill and filmed himself using it. For the first time in a long time, it would have seemed that Chris had started to pay at least some attention to one facet of his health. However, only a few months later, it appears that he has left his windmill to rust. In 2018, Chris tried to sell a Fitbit activity tracker. However, no one bought it, and he kept using it. He did 23,000 steps on a walk to the post office and back. In January 2019, he released Fitbit to the Brony Babes group. Eventually, though, Chris gave up on walking, mostly using the Fitbit to monitor his sleep. What? Does that work? I don't know. Brony Babes. I don't know what that is. I'll probably cover that later, too. Chris began 2019 by participating in the Brony Babes challenge on Twitter with the goal of losing weight. He quickly abandoned it, though, after a barrage of blocks from fellow participants and voice actors from My Little Pony. Okay, so I'm going to stop here. This is going to be like the first installment of this Chris and health thing. So next time I'm going to cover next time I do this article anyway, I'm going to cover hygiene. And as you can see with this lovely bathtub of his, we're going to have a wild time. So until then, be sure to like, comment, share the video, watch my other ones, and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to hit 1,000 by the end of the month or year, whichever comes first. So I'll see you all around. Be sure to stay beautiful, because I most certainly will not be doing that for you.